Hi, and welcome to another segment of License for Success, sponsored by TAM Lending Center of Cherry Hill, New Jersey, a full-service banker with your FHA, VA, conventional, all your government loans and opportunities to get the money you need to succeed, as well as alternative funding, non-qualified mortgages with your no-income verifications and non-warrantable condos and foreign national loans and anything else that we could help you with. Then we go into hard money lending for those people that are finding great opportunities out there to buy, fix, and flip. We have 100% acquisition for fix and flips and so on and so forth. We have small balance commercial, which we're going to speak about today as well. And then we go into high balance commercial up to $50 million. So don't forget TAM Lending Center, your full service banker out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And we're licensed in several states: New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Florida, and California. So today we have one of our executives that have agreed to come on to the show because we have now acquired another fantastic product, a great product, and I don't know any of our competitors that have this product, and it's a jumbo reverse mortgage. And we also have your FHA reverse mortgages as well. And this guest is an expert in reverse mortgage funding. He has years of experience and success in helping thousands of people with reverse mortgages. And today at TAM Lending, what you have through us is the Vice President of Building Development, that is the expert in reverse mortgages, that is a consultant for you. When you come to TAM Lending, you have a consultant inside our organization that's going to help you succeed by acquiring these type of loans. Not just a loan originator or someone trying to work on a commission, but we're gonna go miles ahead of everyone else and above to help you succeed. Also today we have, of course, our social media expert, Nikki Haley, Director of Marketing for TAM Lending, and so she is here to help you as well as us create lead flow, to teach you how to market online so that you can get more sales, to be successful, to bring us more mortgages. So we're going to do everything we can to help you succeed. So let's get started with Steve Rubin, Vice President of Business Development for TAM Lending Association. How you doing?
Great, Chris.
Steve, thanks for coming.
Mortgages. And with reverse mortgages, there's two types. There's the FHA reverse mortgage, which is what people have been working with, most significant changes. And then there is a new product, a portfolio product, that is a refinance-only jumbo reverse mortgage product, which is an incredible product because it enables people that have very valuable real estate in certain states to do a refinance where they wouldn't otherwise qualify to get monies from a bank, so they can get a large lump sum of money. It is, again, it's tax-free money because it's money that is equity in their own property. So it's very important. Initially, you are dealing with a tax-free program. So all monies that are acquired in a refinance are essentially, it is a return of the cost basis of the real estate itself. So there's no taxes when they receive the lump sum. In a jumbo reverse, let's just talk about that for a second. In the jumbo reverse product, it goes up to a maximum value of $6 million.
$6 million.
Wow. $6 million. So that is considerably different from the FHA
now, Steve,
product.
let me stop right there. Is that the mortgage amount or the property value?
That is the property value. The reason that's so significant is with FHA, the ceiling in the United States is $636,150. The ceiling on the jumbo reverse portfolio product, called the Advantage Program, there's only one company that I know of that, and fortunately our company is working with them, but that will go up to a maximum value of $6 million. So suppose you have a property that you can use the jumbo reverse product. That product can be used in Florida, it can be used in California, Texas, Connecticut, Colorado, but our states right now that TAM Lending will be working with are Florida, soon to be California. So those are the
So let me
states
stop you there. So this is such a unique product and so valuable because the FHA stops at the 636,000,
Yes.
and this goes to 6 million. That at this point in time, it's only in a few states, right? And then and we can help you in Florida and California, and of course we'll be licensed in other states as we go along. But that's the value of this product, and we are one of the few.
when I
Bankers
give you
have
the
the
numbers,
opportunity to offer this product.
when you see the numbers, especially as you get into higher value real estate, it's an incredible program. Let me give you an example. The way it would work if you had free and clear property, say in Florida. Let's say you have a house that's valued at 1.5 million. Let's use that as an example. And you have a free and clear property, and you have two 70-year-old husband and wife. Now, what would also be different between the portfolioed Advantage product, or our jumbo product, versus the FHA product, there are certain guidelines, which are barriers of entry, so to speak, for people that will be eligible. So some of the barriers of entry which would be different is both spouses, husband and wife, will have to be eligible. So they have to both be borrowing spouses, meaning both spouses must be 62 or older. In the FHA program, you only need one person to be 62 or older. So there are some unique opportunities with FHA where you could, let's just say hypothetically, we have a 45 to 55-year-old son or daughter taking care of an aging parent, where the parent has money.
The mortgage, they inherit the property, and they stay in the property free and clear until they, if they choose to, until they.
What is key about that is, let's say you have a son or daughter that is a professional. Let's say the son or daughter is an attorney, or they're an accountant, or they're a doctor, and they have an aging parent, and they don't want the parent going into a home health care facility. And
Let me stop you right there, because unfortunately we have to stop for a commercial break.
Oh, no, it's okay.
That's the way TV works. But
All right.
right there, we're going to stay right there. We're automatically, through the powers of FHA in this program, them being taken care of as well. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. We have a great guest here. You're going to learn a lot. We'll be right back.
Didn't know, couldn't see what was around the corner from me. Let's go! Check me out, my legs are moving. Hands real smooth, gotta keep it grooving. Take it fast, take it slow. Shake it all day, come on, let's go. Can't get enough of these crazy moves. Slide on by, now that's real smooth. Throw your hands up in the air. Bounce on down, let down your hair. You stop, now that's real nice. Come on, get loose. Come on, let's go, 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 go.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, the best authentic Mexican restaurant in South Jersey. Your friends and family will enjoy the fun and the food, like our staple guacamole, tamales, and ceviche. Our weekday lunch special is just $7.99. We also offer Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy the largest selection of tequilas in South Jersey, Mexican beers, bottle and draft beers, fresh margaritas, and daily beer and margarita specials. La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, family owned and operated since 2002.
Hi, I'm Becky,
And I'm Eric.
and this is Cooked and Uncorked.
It is
It is. And you can check us out Mondays at 10:30.
10:30 every Monday.
See you there.
Hi, I'm Jim Cucinotti. I'm inviting you to watch my show on the Halo Health Network on RBN. We cover everything you always wanted to know about health but was afraid to ask. We have interesting guests who can help you how to live healthier, how you can be smarter about your health, how you can help your family live healthier and be healthier. We are on Tuesdays from 9:30 Eastern Time to 10 o'clock. Please come and watch us.
All right, big guy. Okay, and welcome back to License for Success with the Vice President of Business Development at TAM Lending Center. And we're going to jump right back into it with FHA, reverse mortgages, and then into jumbo products. We were talking about a parent that is reaching the age of making a decision to go into a medical facility.
At least accentuate the differences between the two products. With the FHA program, when you have husband and wife, where the husband, say, is 65 and the wife is age 60, that you can only use FHA in that circumstance. Okay? So when you have that in jumbo, we have to have both husband and wife 62 or older. Now, here's where the rubber hits the road. Say you have a property worth $1.5 million. Approximately 1/3 of the value is going to be eligible for the husband and wife at settlement, other than their closing costs, and the closing costs are pretty minimal. It's about $5,000 to the investor, plus their title fees and a small upfront mortgage cost, an insurance cost that goes to the federal government. However, here's what you got. When you have, let's say, a property worth $1.5 million and you're in it and you're limited to FHA, typically the husband and wife, let's say, that are age 70, would be eligible for about a little bit over 50%, but let's use 50% just so we can keep the mathematics simple. It might be 52, 53, 54%. But if it were 50% and you had a house worth $1.5 million, essentially what you have is 50% of 636,150 versus 33% of $1.5 million. That's a substantial difference. Also, with FHA, they only permit the husband and wife to get 60% of what is eligible at settlement. So if you follow the math, let's just say, for argument's sake, if you're at a $1.5 million home, 636,150, approximately 50% of that's about $375. So if you take 60% of the $375, it's roughly about $220, less, more, give or take. It's about $220 at settlement with some closing costs, and then on their first year anniversary, they would have a credit line that they're eligible for, which would be the remaining balance on the $360. So if $360, let's just say $20,000 comes out in closing costs. So if you got $360, you have a total of $340. So if $240 comes out or $220 comes out, $100 comes out, and in their first year anniversary, or $120 comes out. Now look at the jumbo reverse. If you're at $1.5 million, now you're talking about $500,000 at settlement versus $200,000 at settlement.
So the
Huge
difference between the jumbo and the normal, I'll say normal, FHA regular reverse mortgage product, you're looking at close to $300,000 difference.
Not only are you looking at $300,000, but it's also important to know that in an FHA reverse mortgage, you can do both a purchase and you can do a refinance. There is no purchase option in the jumbo product, only a refinance option. So they're really, the way the mathematics are configured, they're really looking for property owners that either have a small mortgage balance, they want to get rid of the mortgage balance and get a pretty substantial lump sum. It is a perfect product for real estate that is $1 million to, say, $20 million. Now, $6 million is the cap. So if husband and wife were, say, age 80, and their only income, and this is in a lot of instances, let's say it's a small pension, or it's a couple $1,000 in pension, a couple $1,000 in Social Security, and they find out that they've got, let's say, a $5 million property where they can get 1.6 to 1.75 million at settlement, tax-free, that they can get their hands on. See, real estate is a dead asset. That is very, very important to realize. It is not liquid. And when you're talking to people of retirement age, and I've been in retirement planning since 1985. I started my career with Phoenix Mutual and the Equitable and spent 10 years in retirement planning, tax planning, estate planning. Then I ran my own company for 15 years in the music industry, then came back into real estate, and I came back through mortgages in 2006. This is the only hybrid product that is a real mortgage and estate planning product. When you are doing reverse mortgages, you are using the equity of real estate to actually do a financial plan that is a wraparound somebody's retirement plan. Older people, that it doesn't matter if you are a multimillionaire or you're just living off of your Social Security check, they care about one thing and one thing only: cash flow. Cash coming into the house, cash going out of the house. They don't care about net worth. That is only a figure that matters at date of death, or if you own a company and you're going to be capitalizing the company in a stock situation. Net worth is meaningless to a person who is old. They care about how much money do I have to live on. So the reverse mortgage is the product that Congress enabled people that have a lot of equity in their property to basically become liquid again. And if you run across people that have acquired real estate, and in a lot of instances you come across people where they didn't know when they bought in Brooklyn, when they bought a $200,000 to $300,000 brownstone in the 70s, that this house would be worth $3 to $4 million today. Nobody knew it. They didn't know. But now that they have all this equity that's tied up in their real estate, they're like, well, it's great, I've got all this net worth, but I don't want to sell. I want to live in my house. I want to see my neighbors. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy every day of my life. And I want to enjoy the healthy days of my life. So this product enables people that have high valued real estate to become liquid and to live comfortable lives and to have access to the equity and enjoy the benefits of cash. Nothing beats having cash. Nothing. And health. And health and cash are the two best things you can have in life.
And time, and that's what we have. That's the most important thing. Yeah, but I understand that was great, Steve, and that's absolutely right. But I see so many more assets with this product that you're talking about a brownstone. Someone bought it 20 years ago, and today it appreciated dramatically, and now they can unlock that equity without having to ever worry about paying it back and enjoy that money to spend the rest of their days. But they could also take that same money and they could invest that money into additional real estate, and make a lot more money with the opportunities that are here today. And the other thing that they can do, we have another person with the economy that we've been through, the downfall, where these people were making a lot of money back in 2005, 6, 7, and then the economy, what happened to our economy has hurt them. Here's a way to save their property, not to move, and to not have to sell their property. Here's a way, if you're over 62 years old, to save that property and own it for the rest of your life. So there's a lot of assets, a lot of benefit to this program, but unfortunately, again, we have to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Didn't know, couldn't see what was around the corner from me. Let's go! Check me out, my legs are moving. Hands real smooth, gotta keep it moving. Take it fast, take it slow. Sing it all day, come on, let's go. Can't get enough of these crazy moves. Slide on by, now that's real smooth. Throw your hands up in the air. Bounce on down, let down your hair. You stop, now that's real nice. You feel me? Come on, get loose. Come on, let's go.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, the best authentic Mexican restaurant in South Jersey. Your friends and family will enjoy the fun and the food, like our staple guacamole, tamales, and ceviche. Our weekday lunch special is just $7.99. We also offer Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy the largest selection of tequilas in South Jersey, Mexican beers, bottle and draft beers, fresh margaritas, and daily beer and margarita specials. La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, family owned and operated since 2002.
Hi, I'm Becky,
And I'm Eric.
and this is Cooked and Uncorked.
It is
It is. And you can check us out Mondays at 10:30.
10:30 every Monday.
See you there.
Got a quarter?
Hi, I'm Jim Cucinotta. I'm inviting you to watch my show on the Halo Health Network on RBN. We cover everything you always wanted to know about health but was afraid to ask. We have interesting guests who can help you how to live healthier, how you can be smarter about your health, how you can help your family live healthier and be healthier. We are on Tuesdays from 9:30 Eastern Time to 10 o'clock. Please come and watch us.
If you have a story or product that you'd like to share with our viewers as a guest on the Morning Coffee Show, please contact us at info@radiovisionnetwork.com.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Okay, hi, and welcome back to License for Success, sponsored by TAM Lending Center out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And again, we're here with Steve Rubin, an expert in reverse mortgages, with an incredible new product, jumbo reverse mortgages. So let's have Steve keep giving us all his knowledge. Go ahead, Steve.
Thank you very much, Chris. So this is a unique situation where when someone in Florida has a property, say worth $3 million, okay, let's use that as the example, $3 million, they're able to, as long as their property taxes are up to date, they have a 620 FICO score, they have a homeowner's insurance that's been paid on the last 12 months, they have the opportunity to get $1 million at settlement, tax-free, husband and wife.
Good work.
Where if they were limited to all the FHA lenders, they're going to get maybe 200,
That's
220.
That's huge. That's huge.
So now you're talking $1 million on a $3 million. Now let's jump to a $6 million house. They're talking $2 million in cash, tax-free.
Tax-free.
So they have access to this equity that's pretty much untapped. And there's a lot of situations where people that are retired just don't qualify for mortgages. That's the key, is how do you get to your equity when it's in a dead asset?
Very good.
How do you get cash? How do you become liquid? How do you have the opportunity to enjoy your life with your spouse, your kids, your grandkids? What are the possible ways to achieve that? That's the critical thing for these people. And they want to live their life and enjoy their life.
Well, I think not only live and enjoy their life, we're talking about $2 million.
Yeah, we're talking about $2
million. We're talking about really enjoying your life.
Of course.
And this product gives you the opportunity, and it's your money, and tax-free. Key because there's a lot of people that I know that have had windfalls in their life, and boy, I tell you, you make $1 million this year, and you wait to see the check you have to write to the government. So tax-free, I mean, is incredible to add to this product. And of course, we're saying $2 million based on 6, but even at a $1.5 million, getting a $500,000 free and clear in your bank, what could that do for you today? Quite a bit. It can help you enjoy the rest of your life if invested properly. You can buy additional real estate with cash flow. There's so many things that you can do and not ever have to worry about paying it back and live in your home with only paying taxes and insurance for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
right?
the other things I want to just highlight real quickly are eligibility. Eligibility is very important that people understand. You're eligible when it's husband and wife, 62 or older. You have to be either a U.S. citizen, you have to be a permanent resident alien. It can be done with a inter vivos trust or an irrevocable trust with permission from the lender. So you can't do the reverse mortgage, the jumbo reverse mortgage, if it's the property's owned by an LLC or corporation or an alien, a permanent alien that's not. They're not going to be eligible.
So let's talk about that one more time, Steve. Who is exempt from this program?
Exempt. Permanent aliens are exempt, LLCs are exempt, corporations are exempt, partnerships are exempt. That's very important that when you are working with TAM lending, we are very careful to save time for our partners and our loan officers. We save them time by studying the guidelines, by asking questions to the underwriting department in these, with AAG is our investor. We're very, very careful to do all the underwriting in advance. So you want to just, before you get people too excited that you can do something for them, you want to make sure that people are going to be eligible. And managing expectations is very, very important in the mortgage process because it's a lengthy process. It requires some tax returns. It requires pulling a credit report. And you want to be careful that you don't get people too excited if you can't do things. So it's important that you do your homework, you talk to your underwriter, you're careful about making promises that you can't keep. And those are the key points that I wanted to cover today. We're also going to get into reverse mortgage purchases, which are a wonderful opportunity that's only offered through FHA. So that is not in the jumbo realm, but I will be talking about that. But let's talk a little bit about social media and Nikki, and let you talk a little bit here.
That was the next question I kind of had there for you as far as realtors. I think, you've provided us with some valuable information for our realtor partners to get to know this actual program and be able to market this to their customer base as well as co-branding materials with TAM lending about this specific product. I think when you're dealing with an older audience on social media, you have to go more on the educational route.
Absolutely.
Give them the basic information of, like you said, eligibility, how the program is going to benefit them in the long run, and basically give them that cash flow that they need to live out for the rest of their life.
No doubt. With realtor partners, the main product they have to become familiar with is the reverse mortgage purchase product. That is an incredible product that essentially what you have is when you have people that are downsizing that have a lot of equity. Let's just use, we live in the South Jersey area, so let's use your family in Marlton, Haddonfield, Mount Laurel, Cherry Hill, who they have kids that are all getting up to the age where all the kids are leaving for college. They might have had a 4 or 5 bedroom house. Let's say the value of the house might be $500,000-$600,000. They have a low balance, and when they sell this house, they're going to come out with $400,000 to $500,000. Okay, what the reverse mortgage purchase product does, again, you're dealing with people whose consciousness is, I need money every month to pay my bills. That's what's important to me. I don't care about my net worth. My kids will be fine. I care about how am I going to live and be comfortable. So if you took Voorhees as an example, which is where I'm from, they have beautiful 55 and over communities where they are FHA eligible communities. All single family homes in the United States are FHA eligible, 2 to 4 unit properties are eligible, and the nicer condominiums, a lot of them now are becoming FHA eligible. You do have to check, there is a condominium approval list that FHA has, but if it's an approved piece of real estate, an FHA approved piece of real estate. What happens is, say that family sells that $500,000-$600,000 house. They have $400,000 after settlement, and they're looking at, say, a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2 master bedrooms in Voorhees with a beautiful living room, family room, 2.5 baths, and let's say the cost is $350,000. They can purchase partially with cash and partially with a reverse mortgage. So if, say, the cost is, just to use the 50% LTV as the example, they bring in $175,000 down. They're borrowing $175,000 with a reverse mortgage. There's no mortgage payment for their entire lives, and they're going to be responsible for the down payment as well as the closing costs. So that's what. So now they're purchasing the $350,000 house for $185,000, and there's no mortgage payment their entire lives. So you've just increased their purchasing power, but more importantly, that family that walked away with $400,000 can stick $400,000 less the $185,000 in the bank.
Right.
That guy's like, hey, I've got now $215,000 in my savings account, as opposed to I had to write a check for $350,000 so I could live without a mortgage.
Right.
Remember, taxes aren't cheap, especially in South Jersey and North Jersey. We're in an area where taxes are expensive. This is one of the reasons why people are looking at the reverse mortgage, is because property taxes became expensive, the cost of living is expensive, electricity is expensive, your utilities are expensive, so they want to continue to live in these properties or look at purchasing property where they don't have to be spending every single penny on the mortgage payment. They want to be living in a way where they're comfortable, they're relaxed, they're stress-free, they're only concerned about paying their property taxes, their homeowner's insurance, and possibly some association dues that would be responsible from their homeowners association.
That's fantastic. So the things that I want to bring out here that are important, or that most important, is number one, you're unlocking your equity and getting money tax-free. You're able to put your children on the mortgage where they will automatically inherit the property.
That's FHA.
And that's FHA. Now, there's always been a stigma with these reverse mortgages, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, Steve, where the children are concerned for the parents that the equity is coming out of the property. And, you know, we get involved once the parents are interested in doing this. The next thing we know, one of the children get involved. They're telling their parents it's not a good thing to do. So basically that's a fallacy.
Well,
because again,
yes and no. I want to just further talk about that for a second, because I don't want to put any confusion here. The parent and child scenario is really only applicable when the child lives at the house. It's really a situation where you have a middle-aged child taking care of an older parent, where a professional may have had to leave their profession, can only practice law part-time. See, what the concern is, if say you have, let's say you have a son and you have a father. The father's 80, the son is 50. The son was practicing law and the son was making $150,000 a year in Cherry Hill. Now he wants to take care of his dad. His dad is concerned, if my son takes care of me and his income drops from $150,000 to $50,000 because he can't practice law anymore and he can only practice part-time, is my son going to be eligible? In a normal reverse mortgage scenario, when the kids are not in the reverse mortgage, what happens is there's two things that would happen. The children either have to sell the house in 12 months' time, or the children must refinance the pre-existing balance within 6 months. So they would buy out the balance. If they want to keep the house, they either buy out the house, they sell the house, or and typically what would happen is if they sell the house, the way FHA has been doing it is they tell them, try to sell the house with 6 months, but they give everyone a 6-month extension. By the time you're close to 12 months, they're basically contacting the realtor. You got to drop the price because we can't keep this on the books with kids living in the house, and that's not essentially how it's set up. I do want to talk about also...
Well, unfortunately, Steve, we're out of time.
That's okay.
You've been a great guest. And to get back, I just want to say to get back onto the fallacy of the children being concerned, not all the equity of the home is being taken out of the property where there's nothing left at the end and you have an issue. Because there's a safeguard with that. 100% is never allowed to be taken out of the property, so you are safe. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Steve help us with creating a cheat sheet, a list of all the facts and figures and everything that is a concern of not only the parents but the children as well. And we're going to put the numbers, all the numbers you heard from Steve, and the benefits, so you can really understand what's going on here, other than Googling and reading. And we're going to give you the true facts, so you really understand what the benefits and assets of a reverse mortgage, and also what the liabilities could be in your life. So if you want one of these sheets, if you want the information, please contact us at CDICRISTO@tamlending.com. Just send me an email, ask for all the reverse mortgage information that we can supply to you, and we'll put you in touch with Steve Rubin, our consultant for the FHA normal, regular product that exists today, and an exciting new jumbo product that we have to offer. So Steve, before we go, look into the camera, tell the audience how they can get in touch with you if they'd like to.
Thank you, Chris. Anyone that wants to get in touch with me, I prefer they call me, but I will give you my email address as well. Either call me or text me, but my phone number is area code 215-834-9750, and my email address is srubin@tamlending, which is TAM lending.com.
All right, thank you, Steve.
Sure.
And thanks for watching it. Stay tuned for the next segment. Knowledge is power.